Yes,
Now,
sir.
this is not what we normally do. This is a sports podcast. This is what we do. We talk about sports. We talk about the Dolphins. We talk about NFL. I can't even say a sports podcast. This is an NFL podcast. But there was an album that came out recently. Came out, I want to say on the 22nd, last Friday.
Yes,
And
sir.
kind of was a big deal. You know, Kendrick Lamar
Kinda.
just Kendrick Lamar dropped a really good project, and it was so good, man. I just wanted to talk about it, man. So I know we talked about it on the podcast that we do, the Couch Bros podcast. Go ahead, check it, subscribe. It's on Spotify. If you like us, you know, we have something where we talk about pop culture and that's completely separate for sports, bro. So check that out there. But I've had a week to sit with the album, and I wanted to talk about it some more, bro. I really like this album, Rod. This shit is fire, bro. This shit fire. This shit
You know,
gas, man.
you know what? When I think about all of Kendrick albums before, I there was a time where I thought to myself that like the best part about or one of the best parts of Kendrick being an artist is the fact that he's so clever and he's so in tune with the concepts that he tries to tell. Like he is a master at conceptualizing an album. He is a master at just giving you like whatever kind of vision he's trying to give you. He gives it to you in the utmost. Just he'll always give it to you in like a masterpiece type of fashion, right?
For sure, for sure.
This is the album. This is the album that he has put out. It kind of gives me, it's not the same, but it kind of gives me the same vibes that I probably got from Section 80, to where Kendrick isn't necessarily going for a concept as much as he, now granted, in this album he takes the identities of several people like Whitney Houston and Jimi Hendrix and shit like that when you listen to some of the songs. But in terms of just being a Kendrick album, this has the most bangers out of any of his albums, Herbie. Like,
100%.
I feel like out
100%.
of all of Kendrick's albums, like, listen, he's the
It's
type of
this,
dude.
it's this and Damn and everything else as far as having those bangers, right?
Bangers.
And this is different from Damn because Damn had obvious songs where I feel like he was kind of, and again, Kendrick is never sacrificing his art because even when he is trying to toe that line between being commercial and being conscious and being clever and being thoughtful, he still is always going to lean much harder to the clever, true, respecting the craft side, right? But Damn, you had songs like Loyalty where it's like, all right, bro, you trying to get this shit popping on the radio. Rihanna feature. This isn't that. This just got some bops. Like this just has bops and what makes it so good, and this is how I know an album is really good, right? And again, is this the best project Kendrick has ever put out? Fuck no. I'm not even saying that. That's not the energy that I want anybody that's watching this to even come away from have, right? This is a clear line demarcation. To me, this is untitled, unmastered. So this isn't up there in his discography. But just because I don't think it's up there in his discography doesn't mean that I don't also not fucking love it. Like, to me, the best kind of albums are the albums where the more you play it, the more you end up realizing you have a different favorite song. My favorite song has changed 3 times already, right? Like, it's changed 3 times. First, it was Whacked Out Murals. Then it was Man at the Gardens. And now it's to the point where I can't play Hey Now no more because I'm going to get tired of it. I got to play that shit once a day. And then the album is so addictive. If I just want to play one song and then I don't change, and if I don't change the album quick enough and the next song goes, I got to play the next song. And then I got to play the next song. And then I got to play the next song. The next thing I know, I just listen to the whole album again for the fucking 15th time. Right? Like that happened today. I just wanted to hear Dodger Blue. Next thing I know, I'm hearing Peekaboo. I let Peekaboo run. I let GNX run. I let Heart Part 6 run. I'm like, dog, I just wanted to play Dodger Blue, dog. Like that's it. But you can't. You can't. It's a really good project, bruh. And again, I ain't want to step on you. I want to go ahead and finish your point, Rod.
Oh, no, you good. You good. At this point, I forgot what I was saying, to be honest with you.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, Barrett, it's one of the albums that I think he's been saving because I always knew Kendrick was going to make this album, but I felt like he wanted to wait till it was the right time, right? And as somebody who is super West Coast, loves his culture, loves his hood, loves where he's from, and he puts that into all of his music, a lot of West Coast dudes could say, aside from Good Kid, Mad City, a lot of the music that he's made, yeah, you might have some G Funk elements in a To Pimp a Butterfly, but for the most part, felt more East Coast than anything. So a lot of West Coast cats, they love Kendrick, but a lot of the songs wasn't necessarily for them. This whole project was for them.
West
Like
Coast
I
vibes, up and
I
down.
I don't have Twitter anymore. I deleted my Twitter, but I was so intrigued or interested in the conversation, specifically from Cali people, that I logged back into Twitter and went to Cali Twitter, and that shit is 99.9% universal appraise. It's up in California, dog. It's up. They love this shit out there. I wish I was in Cali to experience it because I know I would have a whole different appreciation for this album if I lived in
Facts.
California, if I was in LA, if I was in the Bay, if I was in Oakland. Like, nigga, if I hear Hey Now in a Cali club, nigga, Hey Now,
Going
Hey Now,
crazy. You going crazy.
Big Face Buddha get my peace from within. What?
What?
You play Magneto. He wanted to play Magneto. You play God. You gonna get what you asked for. What?
Oh,
I'm
bro,
gonna throw
those
you ass
lines-
out this rental if I smell nervousness. What? What are you talking about, Kendrick? You talking crazy, dog. You talking crazy.
Crazy as hell. You know, well, that's one thing I love about the album too, Herbie, because it's like you'll listen to a song and then when you listen to it again, that's one of the beautiful things about an artist like Kendrick Lamar, is that his music, artists like him, and especially him himself, the replayability in his music is like bar none. Because you can listen to a Kendrick song 100 times, and on time 101, you'll hear a line and you'll realize, like, oh shit, this is
That's
actually
what he
meant
was.
the whole time.
That's what he meant, and that's what he was trying to convey, and that's why it's such a fun listen. Because even the songs I didn't like, I'm gonna be honest with you. For the first couple plays, the first plays I played, I skipped Luther, bro. I was a Luther skipper, bro. I played Luther today. I'm like, yo, this shit hard. I used to skip Dodger Blue. That's all I want to hear now, right? Like, you catch little things that he's doing on the song every single time. And then the personality, right? Like, the biggest weakness that Kendrick Lamar has, right? The only thing that's keeping him from being the unquestioned GOAT as a rapper is his voice. He does not have a good rapping voice. It doesn't hit the track hard. You feel me? For me, it doesn't bother me, but I can see how it turns a lot of people off, right? But at the same time, because he doesn't have a great rapper voice, it allows him to take a lot of liberties and do stupid, silly ass shit, bro. Bing, bow, boom, bop, bam is stupid, bro. That's stupid, but it works. It
catchy
works
with him. He makes it catchy.
It's so catchy. Mustard! That's stupid. That doesn't work for 99.9% of rappers. It works flawlessly with him, right? What you talking about? They talking about nothing. What you talking about? They talking about nothing. What you talking about? They talking about nothing.
Talking about nothing. Yeah.
Huh? Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, that's my bitch. Like, all of this stupid ass shit that he's doing works, and it's catchy and it's addictive, and you want to. And I think this is part of the replayability. Again, I have a lot of thoughts. Clearly, I've really enjoyed this album. I'm geeking out right now.
I see that, bro. I see that.
I wanna expound on the point that you just made before we get out of here. Part of the replayability is because he always throws one of these certain things in the song, like the hey, where you might not necessarily like the song at the beginning, but you like that part, so you stay throughout the duration of the song just to get to that part. But you end up playing it so much that you catch little details that make you catch a new appreciation for the song in totality, right? Like me, TV Off, I didn't love TV Off now, but I always let it play because I like to hear crazy.
Mustard!
No, not even. The spooky, scary, something hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
And because I always would let the song play because I love that part, I'm like, damn, Kendrick kind of walking on this motherfucker. He kind of sliding on his beat a little bit. And he kind of in his pocket a little bit. I didn't really catch that he was rapping in this kind of pocket. And I'm like, oh, now I'm singing TV Off word for word. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I've enjoyed this album, bro. So yeah, man, I love this album, man. I love this album to the point where I'm buying the vinyl. And I don't even have a vinyl player. I'm buying a vinyl and I don't even have a vinyl player, dog. I'm
That's respect. That's high. That's respect to the highest regards right there,
one
man. That's
hundred
what that is.
percent, one
That's what
hundred
that is.
percent. Like this battle has showed me, bro. Like you're either for the culture or you're not, right? You're either for the culture or you're a Drake fan, and I'm both. I'm a Drake fan and I'm for the culture, but Drake is on some hoe ass shit, and he showed that he is just a bitch ass nigga at the end of the day, and I need to support the culture. And that's what I'm gonna do. And shout out to Kendrick, shout out to Tyler the Creator, shout out to all the dudes who are able to not sacrifice their art to play the radio games because they're such good artists that they don't have to. So
Facts.
that's my last point, man. All right, man. Any last
That's a
words? Any
great.
parting shots, man?
I just the only parting words I have is to all the people who are going to tune into this. Obviously Herb and I, we thank you guys for tuning in, showing love. We love doing this. We're gonna, try to even put out more content whenever we can, being, what I'm saying, adult life, right? Like we all live in it. But man, I'm just grateful to always be able to do this with you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And we'll be back at this shit next week. You know what I'm saying?
Man, same here, bro. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for the people that's watching. I'm grateful for the numbers that we're getting. I'm grateful for the growth, the organic growth. We don't pay for no ads. We don't pay for no bots. We don't pay for none of that shit, bro. So whatever you see is people that's actually tuning in, and it's a beautiful thing to actually see the hard work come to fruition and where it's gonna go, man. So thank you again, man. And with that, we'll see y'all next week. Deuces.
Deuces.